Stay alert. No, seriously. Stay alert. Because here's the hard truth that no one talks about. Narcissists will try to return during some of the most vulnerable moments in your life. The moment you think you're finally free, they'll come knocking. And when they do, they'll hit you at your weakest, at your most open, and they'll try to sneak their way back in. Now, before you say, "I'm good, I've moved on," let me remind you, narcissists don't give up that easily. Once you've been their emotional supply, they keep a close watch. They lurk in the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Trust me, they are watching. They're always watching. And the worst part? They're not coming back because they miss you. They don't care about you. They care about what you can give them. And they know exactly how to play on your emotions to get it. So, what are those key moments when they're most likely to return? When you're celebrating a new beginning, when you're emotionally wrecked, or when they smell a little cash on the horizon. These moments, these opportunities are their cue to reappear. And that's exactly what we're going to dive into right now. Because knowing when they might come back gives you the power to protect yourself, to keep them out before they wreck everything you've worked so hard for. You ready? Let's go. 1. New relationship or moving on. The moment you think you're finally free, living your best life, and guess who pops up? Yep, the narcissist. You're in a new relationship, and everything feels fresh. You're basking in the glow of someone who actually sees you, supports you, values you. You feel like you're alive again. But to the narcissist, your happiness is a direct threat to their ego. They can't stand the thought of you moving on without them. They thrive on control, attention, and being the center of your world. And when they see you flourishing with someone new, oh, that jealousy? It's like a fire burning inside them. They can't let that go. They'll start reaching out. Maybe a text here, a comment on social media there, casual at first like nothing's changed. They'll act like they're just checking in, but what they're really doing is testing the waters. Can they disrupt your happiness? Can they stir up old emotions? They want to throw a wrench in your new relationship because your happiness isn't about them. And to a narcissist, nothing can exist in your life if it doesn't revolve around them. So stay on guard. 2. Health problems. You'd think when you're sick, the last person you'd want around is someone who's toxic, right? But no. This is when the narcissist shows up like a wolf in sheep's clothing, pretending to offer help when all they're really doing is setting the stage for a new round of manipulation. Here's the truth. When you're battling a health crisis, you're at your weakest. You're emotionally drained, vulnerable, and, let's face it, probably hoping for some kind of support. And that's exactly when a narcissist pounces. They see your illness as an opportunity, an opening to worm their way back in. It's not about you. It's about them. They'll use your pain to fuel their narcissistic supply. They'll act all concerned, offering fake sympathy like it's their life's mission to take care of you. But behind that mask, they're thrilled. Your suffering is their playground. Because when you're down, when you're struggling, that's when they feel powerful. It's sickening, but it's the harsh reality. 3. Financial gain or success. Now let's talk about money. Because when a narcissist smells financial success, they come running faster than a rat to a cheese buffet. You just received an inheritance, landed a big promotion, or maybe launched a business that's starting to make serious money. Whatever it is, they smell it. And trust me, they're coming back. You've worked hard for what you have. But to the narcissist, they don't care about your hustle. They care about your resources. They see your success as a buffet, and they're starving. Suddenly, they're reaching out with "How's it going?" messages, or even worse, using mutual acquaintances to gather intel on you. They want to know if you're in a position to give, whether that's attention, admiration, or actual financial support. They don't care about celebrating you. They care about getting what's yours. If you let them back in, it's like opening the door to someone who's just waiting to drain your bank account and your energy. Be careful. 4. Death of a loved one. Grief. It's one of the most vulnerable states a person can experience. You're raw, emotional, and you're missing someone who meant the world to you. This is when the narcissist sees their golden opportunity to come back into your life, like a vulture circling over a fresh kill. They'll show up, pretending to offer comfort. They'll act all sympathetic, and you, in your emotional haze, might even want to believe them. But here's the catch. It's not about comforting you. It's about feeding off your pain. They see your grief as fuel, your sadness, your vulnerability. It's like a buffet of emotional supply to them. And they'll gladly dig in just to satisfy their own need for attention and control. A narcissist doesn't care that you're grieving. They just want to make sure they're still in the picture, still getting what they need. They'll gaslight you, twist your feelings, and leave you feeling even more isolated than before. They're like emotional vampires, and when you're grieving, you're the perfect target. 5. Breakups or job losses. Oh, the narcissist's favorite playground. Your emotional vulnerability after a breakup or a job loss. They know you're emotionally exposed, like a person stumbling through a dark room with broken glass everywhere. They know you're hurting, and they thrive on that. It's the classic, I'm here for you routine, but don't buy it. They don't care about your pain. They just see an opportunity to worm their way back into your life. They're like a spider, patiently waiting for you to step into their web. And once you do, boom, they start feeding off your emotions. When you're at your lowest, questioning everything, the narcissist will swoop in. Maybe it's a text, maybe a call. They're playing the sympathy card like a pro, but it's all an act. They're not here to help. They're here to regain control, because to them, your confusion, your sadness, that's just the supply they're desperate for. Don't fall for it. 6. Vulnerability during difficult times. Listen carefully. Never underestimate how quickly a narcissist will pounce when you're emotionally fragile. They have an uncanny ability to sniff out your moments of weakness. They're like sharks circling in murky water, waiting for the slightest drop of blood. When you're struggling, whether it's from stress, personal turmoil, or just feeling like the world's on your shoulders, they'll make their move. But don't be fooled by their kindness. It's a trap. When you're vulnerable, you might long for comfort, for someone to lean on. But the narcissist isn't there to heal you. They're there to feed on your pain. They're masters at making you believe they care. And once you're sucked into their web of sympathy, you'll start feeding them again. But it's a one-way street. They'll take, and you'll be left feeling drained and exploited. They never change, no matter how tough your situation is. 7. Seeking to control your new happiness. Now we're diving into something real ugly. Narcissists can't stand it when you're happy without them. They feed off control, attention, and validation. And when they see you finally thriving without their toxic presence in your life, oh, it drives them nuts. They'll claw their way back, desperate to reinstate their role as the center of your universe. It's like they're allergic to your success. The moment you find genuine happiness, the moment you start glowing without them, they can't help themselves. They'll reach out. They'll come crawling back, acting like they want to celebrate with you. But what they're really doing is trying to worm their way back in again. They can't handle the idea that you might be moving on and thriving without them. They'll try to create doubt in your new relationship, stir up old feelings, even make you question the very foundation of your newfound joy. Why? Because they need to be the one you depend on. The narcissist doesn't care about your happiness. They care about making sure it revolves around them. So, when you feel like you're on top of the world, watch out. They're coming for the crown. So what do you think? If this hit home for you, don't just sit there. Smash that subscribe button and drop a comment below. I want to hear your story. Like this video if it helped you break free. And check out more videos on the channel. We've got a ton of content to help you reclaim your power. You're not alone in this. And the more you watch, the more you'll see the truth for what it really is.